Let's get to this situation right here. Just had a conversation recently with some older guys from the neighborhood. So, you know, we all now got big bellies, wear button downs, you know. We go to our school picnics and our school Olympics. This is where I had the conversation. And we were talking about how the streets have changed, but they still the same. So someone was asking who ain't from the streets, is it more violent now or was it more violent when you guys grew up? And my boy, and he grew up in 30s hood. So, you know, some gangster stuff. If y'all know that, y'all know. If you don't, I ain't about to hype it up. So he from 30s, but my neighborhood was 60s. And let's just water and oil don't mix. So he said, yeah, it seemed worse now. And I said, nah, I think it's the same. It's just socially, it was worse then. Because you had strict colors. You couldn't wear certain things. You couldn't walk certain ways. You couldn't go certain places. Now you can do it all. But here's the catch. You can do it all, but you better not do it all. Isaiah Thomas, I don't know what he was up to. I'm not even going to guess. No conjecture. But this is what I'm talking about. So let's put up what Isaiah Thomas was talking about. And he says he was held at gunpoint by a kid. And if it wasn't for who I was and him recognizing me in my own city, he probably would have ended all of our lives. Okay, let's take that away. So he basically was held at gunpoint by a itty bitty. If you don't raise your kids, the streets happily will. That's to all the adults out there, all the parents, all y'all post-puberty people. Stop calling them parents, stop calling them adults. They just post-puberty people. You know why? Because they ain't raising these kids. And the crazy thing is, don't point the finger, because that's not what I'm doing. You can't point the finger at them. You know why? Because our kids, the ones that's trying to do it right, got to coexist with them. Y'all send y'all kids to school? Me too. Just yesterday, MJ comes back talking about this boy just threw a ball and hit him in the knee. I said, what'd you do? He said, I told the teachers. I said, good. And I always tell my kids, everyone gets 3 strikes, but it's all in one pitch. You got one time to do something to me, and I'm going to tell you, and I'm telling somebody in authority. The next time ain't no words. He coming. That little brown belt, and he really more of a red or black and red, but he just don't take the test no more. He coming. And then I'm coming. You seen that video of the dude said I had to beat up the kid's father? I'm not going to fight nobody. Y'all know me, I don't like to fight. But I will suggest thoroughly, you better not hit my kid again. Or I was raised in the hood, so what the heck? Here's the thing. These itty bitties out here without direction don't think they're valuable. My foundation has one of its pillars is value. And I don't think a lot of people get this. Value is you alive, you breathing, you have an opportunity to live out your dreams. That breath of life gives you that opportunity. Time gives you that opportunity. You're here gives you that. That's your value. Not, oh, I am MVP of the team. I am valedictorian. I am smart. That's valuable. That's add-on, accolade, achievement. That's the problem. These kids don't feel like they anything until they become something. So they act like they're nothing. And then they walk around because they don't feel like they're something. They feel like nothing. So they're like, what do I have to lose? And what do you have to lose? Because you look at the world through your eyes, through your lens, through your perception. So if you feel like it's a bad day, it's going to be a bad day for somebody. Don't believe me? Go be in a bad mood and walk into a room. You trying to bring the bad mood energy. Only thing that can offset that, you know what it is. The opposite force. So, I feel for Isaiah Thomas because that's traumatic, man. You ain't going to ever... Look, this is the stuff we don't talk about enough. He ain't going to never be the same. He won't ever be the same. That same street, triggered. See a gun, triggered. See a kid, triggered. See a kid, and look, let's be real about this. It's kids that look bad and they are bad. It's kids that look bad and are good. But the problem is now y'all the same. You look that part? Oh no. I don't know what these kids had on. Let me just stereotype for my hood. If the itty bitty put me at gunpoint back in the days, you know what he was wearing? Something gangster, some Dickies, some khakis, some Cortezes or something. Something to really say it. Put on the hat that represented the Minnesota Twins hat for the other hood. Put on that Padre hat for the other hood. And I see him coming. And see, this is the point. This is the problem. I know he looked like he ain't up to no good. But do I act on that already? Or do I wait for him to step and then act and it's too late? My spidey sense go off. You see that fool walking up. And then y'all clown. So if I'm a white person, I cross the street. You racist. I'm a brother. I'm just like, I ain't trying to get smoked today. Don't cross the street. Cross the street. No, stay on this side of the street and let him test me. Oh, he didn't test me? You ever do that? How many times y'all did that? Ask yourself, how many times you held your breath without holding it because you don't want to trigger this fool and you walking right by him. And you know he don't look like he want to do any good today. But he let you go. Or he ain't even tripping on you. Whew. Man, look, I stopped counting that. Never been held at gunpoint. Not by a kid, not by an adult citizen. The police one time. That was it. Point being, we got to do better. We got to do better. Like, I swear, this is my new mantra. All the good people got to fight because good people are punks. You ever heard? Y'all know some good people. Y'all probably some good people. Not all y'all, though. Here you go. Listen to you. Oh, man, I don't want to be dealing with that bullshit. Oh, man, I ain't got no time and energy for all that. Oh, they stupid. When are the good people going to mix in with the bad people so we can turn that good? Now, this is not a multiplication project, because if it was multiplication, the good and the bad mix is negative. The negative and positive mix is negative. This is adding. We're adding. We need to add more good people to this conversation, because the bad people, the loud minority, I should call it, loud minority, they punking us. It'd be 8 people in a place. It's 800 people. It's 8 people start fighting and yelling and shooting. And 792 got to suffer. When we going to punk them out? Or is it designed that they always going to have their way, right? It feels that way at times. I know growing up, I was like, I am not dealing with these knuckleheads, but you got to. I still got jacked. I still got shot at. And that's why I go back to the community to work with these kids who are always forks in the road kids. Always at that fork in the road. You want to know why? Because the circumstances. Good kid, straight A student, knows his value, knows he's valuable, walks down the street, and all of a sudden drops his backpack on the gangster's foot. Drops his backpack, bumps the gangster. Drops his backpack, picks it up, and the gangster just smells weakness. Which he perceives as weakness is a dude who just don't want no problems. That's weakness. So I don't know what Isaiah Thomas was up to, but it just triggered me into some of the circumstances I put myself into. And it's by grace and mercy that I ever got out and I get out. It ain't a day that goes by I ain't thinking about some crazy. And it's crazy. That's trauma. It ain't a day that goes by I don't think about getting shot, smoked, or somebody come, like, you know, like just like, damn. Like somebody shooting out there is crazy. I like always thinking that. That and when I'm on an airplane every single time. Oh, this thing going down. This thing going down. I know I ain't the only one with that.